All right. For those of you following along at home, which is all of you, we are going to start on page 7, measure something. I mean, where you all come back in after the second solo, and let me find a measure number for you. 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, pick up to 48. So page 7, pick up to 48. It's where y'all come back in after the solo.
Are we singing or following along?
Singing, yeah.
Okay.
I'm getting to that.
So, okay.
Yeah. So, we are going to go from there until... It'll be a big chunk because it's the same as before. So we're going to take that all the way... No, that's a huge chunk. We'll take that to 60. 42 to 60.
48 to 60.
48? 48.
That's what you said.
Cool. The starting place to 60. Starting with sopranos on Lu. Metronome. 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 It's already on 76. Oh, yeah. All right. 3 clicks and you're in. Lu.
We're still going?
Yep. Yep.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. You have no one to stagger breathe with. When you have people to stagger breathe with, make sure no one's breathing on the bar line before 60. But you have no one to stagger breathe with.
Well,
and
no,
there
I
is...
said I'm sorry that I forgot what measure we were stopping at.
Oh, that too. Yeah. All that stuff. Altos. Same thing. 3 clicks. Lu. Yeah, so we'll keep that light. Altos, I keep running into that place, and I keep not making a decision about it. It's where you have something different than the beginning. It's right here, where you have, which is what the sopranos have. In the beginning, you have. So the thing about that is, what you have in the beginning is it's what the tenors and the basses do.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna say sing it as written, and let me. I do this all the time, but let me compare it to what you have in the beginning. Yeah, that's what the tenors and basses have too in the beginning, but it's written that way. You know what? It doesn't quite make sense. I'm gonna say do it all as written. It was clearly intentional. Both of them were clearly intentional by whoever was engraving this. So I would say you do it in the beginning, join the tenors and basses, and here in the second half, stay with the sopranos. Totally 100% as written. This one will just strengthen the melody a little bit more. The other one will strengthen the harmony a little bit more. Both work. All right.
No, that was my phone. Okay.
The starting place, tenors. Lu, 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 notice tenors how I gave a little bit more juice at 56 due to, mezzo forte, everyone else is mezzo piano, and you're the melody. And for a lot of you, it's very low in your voices, so even more, give it some juice so that we're really going to hear it. Don't give so much juice that you hurt yourself. Don't give that much juice. Give enough juice so that it gets a little bit more juicy.
That was a lot of times the word juice.
I did that on purpose.
Okay.
The last one.
Yeah, Kristen's like, I don't know if that worked very well.
Basses.
That bass part.
It's great.
It's just so good.
Right, and the bass part, everyone's crescendoing at this part, but the basses get to drive it with that accented arpeggio. You really get to. I think you're on an O. Ooh, you're on an ooh right there. Ooh, sail. You just get to really drive it with some abdominal pushes, which is super great. Especially coming from low, that the lower pitches, whatever, instruments, voices, whatever, driving a crescendo is the best instruments to drive a crescendo because it's coming from the bottom up, so it feels great for the whole ensemble.
There seemed to be quite a bit of chat activity, right when we were starting, so maybe we want to check that.
Sure. Let's do that. A metronome.
No.
Yes.
Seeing Brian in the music.
Yes, and if you haven't seen in the chat, if you're having trouble seeing me and the music the way that you want to, let Kristen know, and she can help you out with that. We did some more playing around this week, in the management team, and we learned more things, which is really great. So if you need to employ any of those tricks, then let Kristen know. Or if you're good, then you're good. Just keep on singing. Speaking of keep on singing, this is a part that pretty much everyone knows, so I think we'll just go all in now. That same thing. I will be playing the accompaniment part, and I will try to sing the tenor part, but I will default to the piano. Starting pitches help. Still, no, let's change it. Let's change it to do. Singing on do now. Do that again. Yes, let's do that again. If possible, if you could flip a little bit
sooner. I can do that.
Yes, for those of you who are watching, Kaylee and I are singing and playing at the same time. So Kaylee's in every grand staff. Kaylee's reading this, the very top.
So it's like the first thing that disappears if I'm scrolling.
And I'm reading the very bottom. So it's very difficult to get that timing right.
Yeah,
so
I'm
when it's
looking ahead.
When it's screwed up, just know that it's actually kind of difficult, and she's not just messing up. Like, it's actually kind of hard.
Oh, thanks, babe.
It's true. I I realize that I've never said that, and I think it's worth saying, because there are definitely times that weird sounds are coming out because it's not looking at the right thing, but it's because it's hard to do. I was reminding people of dynamics and feelings, so remember, pretty much the same as the beginning. First phrase, very soft, very tranquil, with some forward energy, but mostly tranquility, mostly a straight line, a placid, what do I want to say? Water surface, that's what I want to say. Getting into the second phrase, which starts at 52, we start to feel a little bit of the ebb, a little bit of the flow, a little bit wanting to move, a little bit wanting to crescendo, but doesn't quite actually crescendo. You just want to. You get a little bit of that sparkle in there. 56, tenors come out a little bit more, and now we actually get the musical direction. Crescendo poco a poco, get louder little by little, and then it's more than little by little in these last two measures as the basses drive our crescendo to a full-on forte at 60. So make sure our air is moving that way through all of that. Let's do it again. From the starting point at page 7. Still do. Do, do, do. Excellent. And let's just see what you all remember of 60 to, not 62, but 60 until 72. Those 12 measures. Let's do this on ta. Ta, ta, ta. I believe I will sing the bass part. And I say I believe because I'm not going to look at the bass part at all. I'm going to look at the piano part and just see what I can do from memory.
Yep.
4 clicks and you're in. Ta 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 ta. So it's coming back. You actually do the chorus 3 times, starting at 60. Starting at 60, you do it 3 times until, although tenors and altos, you do some different stuff after the first time. All right. Chat questions if you need to hear any parts of 60 to 72.
Thanks, Annika.
Yes.
It's a work in progress. It's a skill that is learned.
Oh, yes.
Which is something different. What are you meowing about, buddy?
All right. We all feel pretty good
okay.
about 60 to 72. All right. So reminder from Annika. The just like in the first half, sopranos have
I'm trying my best. All I could hear was him, to be honest.
Yes. Sopranos have the measures 64 and 68, I think it is. Yes. Which are similar, but slightly different. 64 with the pickup. So the 8th note pickup, which is shorter than later, and the B flat at the end of the measure, as opposed to the quarter note pickup, which is longer, and the A flat at the end of the measure, as opposed to the B flat. Yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes. Yep, yep. All right. So yeah, if you are a part that Kaylee or I are not singing, do your best. You know, we're all alone in our houses. We are literally incapable of singing all 4 parts at the same time because there's 2 of us. So do your best. We'll switch around as we're able. I'm not gonna force Kaylee to switch to the alto part all the time because I'm not paying her. So yeah. So just do your best. That's also why we another reason we chose this piece, because it's a little bit more accessible than some of our other pieces. So hopefully you'll be able to get used to doing stuff like that. All right, let's put it all together. Not all, but everything we just did today. So, 48, page where we started today, page 7, measure 48, until 72, which is where we just ended. I will sing the tenor part. And I'll go no metronome because I'm playing the piano. Oh, I should. Ta. Still ta. Ta ta ta. Ta 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 ta. Yes. All right. Careful. Yeah. Soyo Arirang. We'll just review what we did last week. So we'll go on page 2. This is page 2. Starting in measure 9. Hannah was very good and made sure to use a program that has a measure number at the beginning of each system, which is super helpful. I'm seeing the chat exploding, so I'm going to take a quick look.
Oh, no.
Yes. Thank you, Pranesh, and yes, thank you, Annika, for giving us these ideas for presentations. It's I want everyone to do it. It's going to be great. All right. Listening first. If you're playing along at home, I'm setting the metronome to 122.
Are we all singing together?
Listening first. So just listening so that we can get these rhythms in there, because it's a little bit more involved and a little bit less familiar than Umi Sono Ai. So this is the soprano part. 6 clicks, and then I'll start playing. Stop right there, measure 17. Soprano is singing that on T. 6 clicks, and you're in. Excellent. Altos, listening. Measure 9 to measure 17. 6 clicks, and I'll play. Let's have both of those parts together. Altos, you are the melody.
Given the altos, just jumping right in with the soprano part.
Oh, right. Altos, you'd sing that once first, because I was giving you the listening thing. Thank you to my wife for reminding me what I'm doing.
Yep.
Altos, 6 clicks and you're in on T. Now both of those together.
My sight singing's not great.
That's okay.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I mean, there's a reason you sing the soprano part. Because it's better in your voice.
Yeah.
So
I
it
thought
stands
you
to
were
reason.
making a soprano parts are easier joke there.
I mean, I wasn't going to say it. It's the melody.
So rude.
Both parts together.
Too soon?
Little bit.
Okay.
Only a little bit. That's what those measures there will sound like.
A little bit of weird voice crossing, but
They don't cross.
they don't cross, but they like join up and then
It's weird to play them both together because it's like
Yeah.
your fingers on the same key and then they're on different keys, but it's meant to be sung.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Moving on. 17 to where you all stop, which will be 24. 17 to 24. Basses first. 6 clicks and you're in. On T. T, 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 have you do a listening, but that's okay. There aren't really funky rhythms in that. Tenors and altos. 17. I'll give you a listening first. It is the melody. The altos get like 2 different things. Other than that, you all are exactly the same in octaves. So listening, altos and tenors. The tenors go up to me.
Good.
Yep, those are the differences. Tenors go up to me at 24 instead of do. And altos,
They have a little riff
in
thing.
18, do, ti, ti, ti. You just go down to so right there. Other than that, they're exactly the same. Tenors and altos singing that on T. It's the melody. Very nice. By the way, we are ignoring the grace notes. Grace notes are lovely. In a choir, they're nigh impossible to get together. So ignore the grace notes, at least for now. Maybe I'll get adventurous. We'll see.
Yeah, Hannah wrote out all her riffs, which is super cool because you get to play, like, say exactly how she sang it, but it's different in a choir.
Yeah, but it's still nice and fun. Sopranos, listening, 17 to 24. Soprano singing that on T. Now, altos and tenors have already sung together, so let's have sopranos and basses sing together.
Wait,
Nope, yeah.
It's here.
It's there. You are correct.
Measure 17.
I'm practicing. Easier from there, yeah. It was just that first line that last week I was playing it and you all were going, like, what's Brian playing? Alright. 6 clicks and you're in. Sopranos and basses on T. Let's all change to ta, because I'm tired of, I don't know about you basses, but I'm tired of trying to sing those low notes on T. Everybody, 17 to 24, on ta. And I'll be playing the piano part, because God knows I can't play all those parts together. I will sing the tenor part, which means I'll also be singing the alto part. 6 clicks and we're in. Ta. Ta, 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 ta. Ooh, that's hard to do at the same time. All right, now I'm not going to sing, and I'm going to try to play the piano part, right? And we'll start where we started.
Cool.
Where the piano part is much easier.
I see.
All right, we won't go Met, but we will do it. Singing on Ta. 1, 2, 3. Ready, go.
Ta 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 ta. Ta 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 ta. Ta 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 ta. Ta 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 ta
All right. That one's a really hard scroller.
Yeah. Because I'm still learning it, really.
Right. And me too. Yes. All right.
People are piecing out because it is, in fact, past 3:15.
Yes, and that is quite all right.
Yep.
All right.
So great to see everybody.
Yes.
Bye.
Peace out if you need.
Hi, guys.
Thank you. Thank you, Brian.
Well, the presentations were fun. They made us go a little. They cut into music time a little bit, but I think that's okay. Because I think.
Yeah, and I think if we choose either to share or to do one of the more formal presentations, that'll be fine.
One or the other.